Hey, I'm Rico Elias. I know you don't know me from a hole in the wall, but if you're watching this now, then it's more than likely you've watched the video clips on Rico Elias films I've posted on YouTube. Now, look, a little low energy right now. I'm tired. I've got to crash. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself real quick. I have seen these things since my earliest memory is 4 years old. Barbershop in Brooklyn, Bushwick, Brooklyn, owned by a German barber, tall, thin, white-haired man. He dies. He passes. He dies. It's owned by a Puerto Rican barber now. As I'm coming home from school and passing the barbershop, I see the German barber. He's standing there at the door, and he's looking right into my eyes. I know that he knows that I can see him. And I got to tell you, it scares me. This doesn't happen once. This keeps happening every day. Gets to the point where I'm running by the barbershop. I step onto that block. My poor little man body, racked with fear. I'm trembling. I would step on the block and take off into a sprint. I'd run to the corner. That's where the building was that I lived in the door, up the stairs, in the apartment door, to the safety of mom. And when dad was around, safety of dad, when he was around. Now, here it is, 56. I still see the shit. I still see ghosts. I see different apparitions. I see shadows. You know, I'd like to kid about it and say, yeah, I just haven't been off my meds. But you know what? Meds don't stop this. Meds don't help this. It is what it is. And I can accept that I see them. What I don't accept is the direction my life is taking. I do not want my life to be about paranormal issues, paranormal activity, photographing, interacting, videotaping. Posting. I don't want it to be about any of this shit. Actually, I'm done. I'm done. The degree of despair and hopelessness that I'm feeling is just unacceptable. And this isn't about anything else. It is directly related to the paranormal activity, both in the mirror and how it affects me. I wake up, sometimes I can barely get out of bed. The energy has been drained, sucked right out of me. My phones and my iPad, anything with a battery, can be 100% charged. And when I wake up, they're at zero. They're empty. They're drained. As am I. So that's it. That's it. All right. For the last month, almost 2 months, I haven't been able to function properly. Appointments, simplest things, getting new glasses or going to the dentist. Can't seem to get it done. This whole thing with Uber, I started a month ago. Actually, I went in on the 22nd of June and could not follow through. I found every reason, every excuse in the world. Even, I was going to just go back to driving a cab. No. Going to Uber and making this change is a result of not being happy with driving a cab. Now, part of it's money, but I am sick and tired of being in dirty cars, vehicles that shouldn't even be on the road. Okay, bad brakes, shocks, you name it. Externally, they look fine. All the body work and paint, they look great. But when you step in, it's a pigsty. The smell, it's horrific. I don't even want to go into that. But the point is that everything that I should be doing, that I want to do, really want to do, haven't been able to. It's like a cloud is on my head. Something is holding me back and stopping me from allowing me to be me, to being a successful, happy person. See, and to me, happiness is success. So to be in a state of despair, to be in a state of hopelessness, to be depressed, to be in a funk, to be uncertain, to be unsure about things, and to be insecure about every action I take. Even my thoughts are spinning around in my head, and I'm living in my head. Not a good place to be. Instead of living life. So I know what it is. And anyone who is familiar and aware of what this is about understands how it can affect you. I'm not happy. I don't want this. And there's only one way. And the only way is to stop it. To stop interacting with them, to stop the videotaping, to stop the photographing and the dialogue, the conversations. I see you, acknowledging them. When I finally last week, after taking the suggestions of professional paranormal investigator Barbara, she told me that I had to stop. She told me what to do, and I did it. I told them they are not to interact with me anymore. They do not have my permission. They do not belong here. They're not wanted or welcomed here. Telling them that they had to leave, and that's in front of the mirror, and I step around to go into the kitchen. And there was a bang on the wall, which is just the other side of the mirror. It was so loud that it was so hard. It shook everything and resonated inside of me. So I knew that this was a direct response. They reacted to what I had told them. And you don't have to believe it, but the thing is, how can you not? If you believe in God, all right, my belief in God is that his name is Jehovah. That is the true name of God, Jehovah. And that his son is Jesus Christ. And the Virgin Mary, La Virgen Maria. These things I believe in. You read the Bible, you read about prophets, you read about saints, you read about angels, and you read about demons. You read about the devil, you read about the dark things. All right? This is not just stories. It's not like Alice in Wonderland. More than it's like a history book. I can go on and on about it, but the point is, if you believe in one, you believe in the other. You can't believe in one and deny the existence of the other. All right? So, that being said, I accept that I see them. I can't change it. I accept that this is a part of my life. Can't change it. But I do not accept that my life is going in this direction, that it is encompassing everything I do, that it is attaching itself to every facet of my life and dragging it down. It's not empowering. It is a negative, life force sucking thing that I don't have to accept. It cannot be a part of my life. It cannot interact with me. It cannot be here. Because I'm making a choice to live in the light of God, to live in his light, to live in the glory of the Lord. I'm choosing to believe and worship in that way. Not to give power, strength, to give time to the negative things, to the evil things. I'd like to believe that I'm strong enough, but you know what? I'm not. This thing has knocked me out of the box, knocked me for a loop. All the relationships in my life have been affected by it. Anger, depression, frustration, anxiety, all negative things. And that is not me. I'm a strong, healthy, happy person. It was brought to my attention the other day that I've become weak, like a little girl. Oh, something happened and I couldn't deal with it. And you know what? That is true. I have become freaking weak. It has beat me down. But it's up to me to not stay down. It is up to me to pick myself up, have faith, believe in the good things, in God, and in myself. Now look, no more interaction. That means no more photographs, no more videotapes. And the whole thing with the post, I've got enough photographs to put several hundred videotapes, those little video clips, several hundred probably. And if I wanted to do picture books, 20, 30 maybe, full-size books. But you know what? That's not the success that I want in life. If it's something that happens in the future, then let it be. But that's the future. For right now, it's about getting my life back on track. The things that I started initially before I got into this funk is still right for me. Getting back to work, making this happen, still right. Finding the beauty in life again, that is always right. Being happy is always right. So you have a handful of these video clips. Each one, although similar, has its own activity. Maybe the same direction, maybe the same angle, right? The same mirror. But the images are different. And they changed all the time. So that's possibly another dimension, whatever it is. They exist in that realm. But what I'm saying is although they exist, my life, my existing is not going to be a part of that. So I don't want to tell you enjoy because it isn't enjoyment. It may be labeled as entertainment. Use it as research. Use it as proof. Use it in a way that can help you, that can better your life and your understanding of things. I won't tell you to look at negative things and to enjoy them. Well, I finally got that out. Look, one thing I always say is keep an open mind. And now more than ever, I need to listen and follow my own advice. Thank you.